We all have seen the iPhone 13 lineup. Some of the people loved, most of the people didn't. But bear with me for a second for those people who wanna get rid of boring notch and wanna prefer most probably the best camera setup ever. Well, Pixel 6 Pro is waiting for you, instead you are waiting for the Pixel 6 Pro. The iPhone 13 Pro Max doesn't have the competition with the Pixel 6 Pro because Apple has totally different ecosystem and all of you guys are familiar with Android ecosystem. But however, we are going to be taking a look at how the Pixel 6 Pro beats the iPhone 13 Pro Max. We're going to compare display, battery, chipset and camera in a preview way. Let's compare display first. The iPhone 13 Pro Max comes with 6.7-inch Super Retina XDR 120Hz ProMotion LTPO OLED display with the resolution of 2778 x 1284 pixels. The 13 Pro Max supports 1000 nits maximum brightness. The Pixel 6 Pro will also come with a 6.7-inch Quad HD plus 120Hz ProMotion LTPO OLED display. There's no information how bright the screen of the Pixel 6 Pro is gonna be. It might be as bright as the 13 Pro Max or more brighter than the 13 Pro Max. Move to the chipset. Apple A15 Bionic chip is powerful with 6-core CPU with 2 performance cores and 4 efficiency cores. The GPU has 5 cores. A15 chip is the fastest chip in any smartphone ever. A15 Bionic chip is also outperforming the M1 chip, which is included in 2020 MacBook Pro and 2021 iPad Pro. We were expecting that what if Apple includes M1 chip into the iPhone 13 lineup. But Apple made A15 chip some sort of faster than the M1 chip. Usually Apple does concentrate on CPU and GPU in order to make powerful chip. But for the first time Google is making their own custom tensor chip without focusing on CPU and GPU for their Pixel devices. Google does say the tensor chip will be smartly customized as per the Pixel 6 devices. The tensor chip won't have the fastest CPU and the fastest GPU. Google is focusing on AI and machine learning. Move to the battery capacity as well as charging capability. The iPhone 13 Pro Max presents 4373 mAh battery. It also has 2.5 hours more battery backup compared to predecessor, the iPhone 12 Pro Max. The iPhone 13 Pro Max does support 20W wired charging, which is pretty less than other flagship smartphones. The Pixel 6 Pro will present a 5000 mAh bigger battery with 33W wired charging. I don't know which will have more battery backup because as you may already know, it's all about software. It would be interesting to see what tensor chip does when Pixel 6 phones come out. Finally, move to the most exciting thing, the camera. There's quick reminder of the iPhone 13 Pro Max camera setup. A 12 megapixel main camera, a 12 megapixel ultra wide angle camera and a 12 megapixel 3x telephoto camera on the back. On the front there is also a 12 megapixel selfie camera. The Pixel 6 Pro will also have 3 cameras on the back, a 50 megapixel main camera, a 12 megapixel ultra wide angle camera and a 48 megapixel 4x telephoto camera. There's also a 12 megapixel hole punch selfie camera. iPhone's camera always provide best videography in any smartphone, but we can't ignore Google's new camera software and hardware. Who knows, Pixel 6 Pro beats the iPhone 13 Pro Max even in videography thanks to new camera hardware and smartly customized tensor chip. Do a comment which one would you prefer the most, Pixel 6 Pro or the 13 Pro Max. By the way, a great thank you for watching the video. I will see you in the next one and now I wanna wind up the video.